Hi, I'm Shaf here at Cosmonaut Studios. We're going to be running through some gameplay of our latest game, Second Chance. In this video, we're going to demonstrate one of the unique features of our game, which is our time-changing mechanic. So, being a game that gives us the ability to move back and forth through the timeline, our story begins at the end, where we can see this horrific fire. The firemen do their best to contain the blaze, but the sad outcome is that all 6 of our housemates die. The result of multiple corruptions to the timeline, these deaths were never supposed to happen. That's why we've been sent back. The current job on our docket is to find a way to save the housemates and restore this part of the timeline. We can do this by studying their stories and altering the decisions they make so that each of them survive. This is our time map, and each of these events represents a moment in time. Some events are scenes that you watch passively, and others contain decisions that you can alter to try and affect the timeline. Now, if we select this event, we can find out what happened to Ben and Jenny in their final moments.
Ben, get up!
So, in the current timeline, it looks like Ben wouldn't wake up and Jenny wouldn't leave without him. This led to both of their deaths. To try and change this, we're going to go back a bit further in time to a decision right before the scene we've just watched. We can see Jenny waking up and realising there's a fire.
Ben, wake up. There's a fire. Ben, get up. You've got to, Ben, you've got to get up. Come on, Ben, get up. Get up.
Jenny has a decision to make. Does she continue to try and save Ben, or does she leave and save herself? If we change her decision here, the timeline is rewritten.
Oh. I've got to go. I love you.
Jenny reluctantly leaves Ben, escapes the fire, and survives. That saved one. Unfortunately, now we have a problem. There are no further decisions, so there's no way to save Ben. We need to look earlier in the timeline. We're going to select this decision, where it looks like Ben and Jenny are preparing to go to bed.
Sleeping tablets?
Yeah.
We know that Ben doesn't wake up, and it looks like that was due to the sleeping tablets he took. So let's see what happens if we change that.
Yeah, I guess there is.
What's up, love?
Throughout our story, Ben has been struggling to tell Jenny about his new job.
The thing is, I've applied for a position.
And you've just
The
heard
news
back?
is not going to go down well.
I didn't think I'd get this far, but it's at the final interview stage.
Wow. Congratulations.
But it's not at the hospital.
Oh. Well, I've only got a few months left,
It's a
so
medical aid organisation. It specialises in deploying doctors to frontline positions in third world countries. Jen?
So, that was the letter Neil was going on about. When did you apply?
Months ago.
And in all that time, you didn't think to even mention to me that you might have to disappear for 6 months?
Minimum posting is actually between 9 and 12 months.
It could be a year! A whole fucking year, and you didn't even mention it to me!
I didn't think I'd get it.
Well, you've fucking got it now, haven't you?
Ah, okay. This change to the timeline means that Jenny is dead again, but let's see what we can do. Back in the time map, we can see that this change to the timeline has removed some previously accessible scenes and added 2 new ones, both decisions. Let's see what happens to Ben. After their argument, Ben is now in the doghouse, or in this case, the living room, and it looks like he's about to spend a night on the sofa.
What's going on?
I'm sleeping down here tonight.
Ooh, you in the doghouse?
Oh yeah.
Pub?
We're going to change Ben's decision here so that he goes to the pub with Tom.
You know what? Why not?
You sure?
Hey, I'm already in the doghouse, right?
Yeah. I'll get my coat. Come on.
So now Ben and Tom have survived the fire. But how? Did they not come back from the pub? How did our change to the timeline actually save them? More events have appeared, so let's go and see what happened.
Come on, dog. Work with me here.
You know, you are a very nice friend.
They came
And
back from the
this
pub,
is a
and
very
Ben
nice
is
house.
very drunk, which isn't much better than when he took the sleeping tablets, right?
Nice sofa.
If you feel like throwing up, could you try and aim for the very nice bin?
I will try.
The crucial difference now, though, is that Tom is still awake, and he knows that Ben is sleeping on the sofa.
Pizza time.
Let's take a look at what happens when the fire breaks out now. Tom realises what's happening and is able to pick Ben up and help him to safety.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go back to our time map and take a look at the conclusion event. The fire still rages through the house as before, but as we head out to the backyard, we see that the changes we've made to the timeline have led to Ben and Tom surviving the fire. These events are just a few of the possibilities open to the player. Each character can be saved in multiple ways, and ultimately you must find combinations to save everyone in the house. Even more importantly for them, how you save them will affect the rest of their lives. Thank you for watching.